school, and we're getting divorced now. I need a job.
So what you're trying to tell me is that you've never held a job?
I ran a household. That's a job, isn't it? I balanced all the household accounts and paid the bills. And I even took some extra money that we had and I invested it. I did quite well.
Miss, listen, Miss Cox, the fact is we really need somebody with some practical experience. We're way behind schedule enough as it is.
I can do it. Really, I can. Just let me give you a chance. Just give me a chance to show you, please. Look, maybe I better tell you the whole story. My husband, he dumped me. He ran off with the librarian. He wiped out all of our bank accounts.
I'm sorry.
Look, I may not be the perfect candidate, but I tell you, I'm bright, and I'm fast, and I catch on easy. I mean, if you have a problem, I can come up with a solution. Like you wouldn't believe, and I just took a CPA course, you know, to kind of freshen up my skills, and I know I could do a really good job. I know the tax codes backwards and forwards. Test me.
I wouldn't begin to know how. I don't know a new tax law from an old one.
Well, whatever comes up, I can handle it.
Look, whoever you are, this is my business's annual report we're talking about here. See, this, believe me, this sucker's not something that you want to cut your teeth on.
So, this is it?
Yeah, that's as much as we have so far.
Well, it looks pretty basic to me. Uh-oh.
What?
Your company had a terrible year, but last year, you probably can't even afford to hire me.
What are you talking about? We had a great year last year.
Not according to this. This says you're 2.5 in the red.
What?
Look. It should be a positive. I'm good. Just give me a chance to show you how good I can be. I promise you, you won't be sorry. I could do a great job when I put my mind to it.
Tad is more than good enough for me. He's perfect.
Well, if you're sure.
I've loved Tad since the first day I met him, all right?
Look, it's just as long as you're happy. I mean, a woman as good as you, Dixie, you just deserve the best.
Tad's the best. Listen, has somebody been talking to you about him?
Oh, I trust your word only around here.
Wow. As small towns go, I mean, you'll probably hear some stories pretty soon. You know the way it is. But the best way to avoid the rumor mill is to get to know the person yourself.
Well, that's always been my first choice.
I know. Why don't you come to dinner tonight? That way you can get to know Tad and you can see what a great guy he is.
Tonight? I don't know.
Why are you idling around my property, shouting up my niece, when you're supposed to be frying my chicken?
Adam just needs more time. You just moved back in. Sure, things are going to be fuzzy. This was a huge step for him.
You know, it's like I've been living in a dream. To expect Adam Chandler, of all people, to forgive and forget. I honestly thought I could walk back into a marriage and just be completely happy without having to pay a price for what I did.
You have paid enough. How many times have you beaten yourself up over this?
And I deserve it.
Stop already. That's enough. Look, Adam has changed. He is not out to punish you. He's become a better person to the entire human race, and it's all since he married you.
Okay, well, fine. I take a monster and I turn him into a prince, and then what do? I slap him upside the head once his guard is down. Look, I cannot expect Adam to be anything less than who he is.
Okay, what is the rush? Where's the fire? Adam doesn't like people to force him to make up his mind. You said that yourself. Just give him a chance. Maybe he'll surprise you.
I wish you were right. I really do. I would love nothing more than for Adam to surprise me, but he's not going to. And I don't intend to be here when he gets back.
You're not moving out again, are you?
You're supposed to talk me out of divorcing Gloria. What did Tad Martin do to you, anyway?
Tad was not the first man that cheated on me.
You survived our marriage and you flourished. What, have you given up your love conquers all motto?
No. No, you and Tad have not made me that cynical. The only reason I am telling you to divorce Gloria is because I know you and exactly what you're capable of.
Well, that sounds ominous. Care to elaborate?
How long is it going to be? before you turn your home into a police state, I wonder. I mean, I personally can see at least 3 private eyes and a bloodhound on Gloria's trail 24 hours a day.
Don't be absurd.
Adam, look, you judge everybody else by your own actions. You hold a grudge longer than anybody I know. You are not capable of trusting someone once they betrayed you, especially Gloria.
I'm not going to apologize for who I am. It's gotten me through some pretty tough places, lady.
Well, is it going to help you or hurt you this time?
I've tried being Mr. Nice Guy. I gave her the benefit of the doubt more times than I care to imagine. Look where it got me. I'm not about to change.
Then why are you still here?
There has to be a way, some kind of test, to prove once and for all that Gloria can be trusted or not, whether she is really as immune to temptation as she claims.
Adam, I was not recommending, 24 hour surveillance. You're not seriously considering...
Oh, don't be ridiculous, no.
Listen, you have a choice here, all right? You have to decide if you're going to trust your wife or if you're going to go on. I mean, don't stay in your marriage if you're going to make it miserable. Is this getting through to you?
Yes, thank you. I owe you one.
Good luck. Good luck, Gloria.
Stop nosing about my family.
Who's nosing around?
Dell is here to see you.
We're running low on biscuit mix.
Why didn't you call?
Well, we don't have your new number yet.
So instead, you come all the way out here, ignoring the crisis at the restaurant, to chat up my niece. I ought to fire you right on the spot.
Don't you dare.
It's okay, Dixie.
No, it is not okay. Now, Uncle Palmer, Dell would be back at work if I hadn't asked him to help, all right? So if you have to yell at somebody, you can just yell at me. Besides, people can live without your precious biscuits for 5 minutes.
How could he possibly help you?
He saved my application essay from being a blank page.
You let him write your essay?
She wrote it. I just gave her a little pep talk.
Every woman in this family absolutely mad. The man is a fry cook, for heaven's sakes.
And you're the king of clucks, but we don't hold that against you.
You get back to the restaurant and get to work, or you turn in your uniform.
Yes, sir.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I've dealt with worse.
You shouldn't have to.
Well,
I don't know what is the matter with Uncle Palmer. I'm certainly going to find out.
Look, if we make so much as a minuscule mistake on our annual report, we might as well start bottling moldy grape juice. You tell me, do you think that's fair to hand somebody that kind of responsibility who hasn't got any practical experience?
I don't want to beg, but I will. I need this job. I'm desperate. I'm sorry for putting you in this position. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I could handle it.
Look, why don't I tell you what, why don't I call some friends, okay? Get in touch with some people, make some calls, we'll see if there's any openings available anywhere else.
That won't work. No one's going to hire me without a resume. I don't know anybody in Pine Valley. Then I met you. You seem so kind and so compassionate.
How could you tell? You were on the floor.
I could tell, even from there. I mean, you stopped, you helped me. It must have been fate or something like that. Look, this isn't easy for me. I've never been on my own before in my whole life. I'm scared to death. I shouldn't be starting over now, but here I am. And I just want someone to have faith in me. Just one person. And I know I can do anything I want.
Well, I can relate to that.
I knew you could.
And once upon a time, somebody had faith in me, turned my whole life around. The truth is, it was at a time when the dog ate my resume.
Look, if I can't do the job, you can fire me, no questions asked. One mistake, and I walk out that door. But just give me the chance to show you what I can do.
I thought everything was okay. Adam put out your portrait, and I thought you two were happy again.
So did I.
Scott and I are just ready to go out on our annual whitewater rafting trip. Well, we'll go next month.
Why? Because of me? Don't do that.
I know. Why don't you just stay here and let your heels cool until Scott and Stuart get back?
You and Scott go on your trip and tell Scott I said have a good time.
You won't be able to reach me in case you need to talk or something. I can't go have fun if I know you're being miserable.
Stuart, do not let me mess up your trip. Adam.
Whose bags are these?
Take a wild guess.
I just thought it'd be best if I...
Here, let me go first. What I have to say may make things easier for both of us.
Uncle Stuart, how about, you tell me about your big rafting trip over a nice cup of hot java?
Okay. No. You are family. This affects you too.
This better be good.
I spent the whole night thinking. Thought of everything from trial separation to cold-blooded murder. But I kept coming back to the same thing. I love you. We can make this work. I can trust you. I do trust you.
Oh, I love you.
I'll make coffee every day. I'll grind the beans fresh. I'll even put in overtime.
Good. It'll be necessary.
What are you saying? I've got the job?
Well, generally we make our own coffee around here, but what the hell, we'll give it a shot, see if it works out.
You mean it? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I just got a little carried away.
Fine, just don't do it in a board meeting.
Don't worry, I won't. You made the right choice. This is going to be great. I'm going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Well, where's Dale?
I refuse to talk about him.
Now, if you yelled at him, Palmer...
No, that's putting it mildly.
Now, don't you join in.
Listen, oh, high and mighty chicken czar, you can't talk to people like that. What did he do now? Palmer lit into Dell like some kind of crazed bull.
He deserved it.
Nobody deserves to be treated or talked to like that. You went out of your way to degrade him, and I want to know why.
I know I don't have much time left. No, look, I just can't come right out and say it. I have to soften her up first. No, we got one problem. She's getting married. What else can I do? I'll have to deal with the groom and then get to the bride.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London.
Tomorrow, how to teach your children financial responsibility.
Plus actor Danny Glover and